Hello, welcome to SONFX. So let's start video. I hope my audio is clear. Perfect. So I have taken an entry just now. So I had just updated about it. It was a quite clean entry. You can see we had a small ascending channel, sorry, a descending channel, a nice break to the upside. No, we have no wick at the top, almost negligible wick at the top. Market came down, tagged us in. So let's see whether it continued its move to the up or not. So let me just show you first my MT5 so that you guys see, because many people like to see how the challenge is going. So uh, I had taken two trades and I have not taken any extra trade after this trade is still running. Oh, this was just a pseudo trade just to complete 5 days, 0.01 lot. 0.01 lot. So it was a pseudo trade. And beside this trade, I had taken only two trades. I have not taken any trade because there was no trade forming. Could not take any trade. Let's discuss all the opportunity which were present, but I did not take any of those opportunities. So let's discuss opportunities. So here we can see that the market was forming some sort of bomb entry, and many of you had taken the bomb. But the thing is that for me to take a bomb, I need at least two confirmation candle. I like at least two continuation impulse after the market break the high. So the first thing as a bomb which I don't like is like single candle impulse. If you have a single candle impulse, if you try to take the bomb, most probably it will not work. And if let's suppose it does work, let's suppose the setup is quite good and I want to take the trade, then the price action must be very clear. Okay. And let's see whether we had a clear price action or not. Market just you can see we had a strong impulsive move to the down. Okay. This candle was quite aggressive. So I did not wanted to place a bullet entry at around this area. First thing first. The second thing which was also running in my mind, because I did not wanted to take the bullet coming down, because the thing is that if you see this thing, like previously it could not break the low. Here it did not break the low, but if you look at the retracement, it has already retraced like 90%. So if it has retraced 90% and next candle just try to break the high, so I don't like this sort of retracement. If it wants to continue its move to the upside, the retracement not be this much. Okay. But despite this retracement, this candle was quite good. So I was like, okay, if I get a good entry, I would like to take the entry. So, but I did not place any entry just after this sort of pullback. Okay. I wanted a slow entry. So after this candle, what I saw, these two retracement candle to the upside. So I thought that this was not a very big candle. These two candles were small. So I thought that, okay, if now I get a bomb slash bullet entry, I would like to take a bomb slash bullet entry, but not a bomb entry. I had also messaged one of my friend to just take this entry, but not like bomb slash bullet entry, not a bomb entry. Okay. But it did not form any bomb entry. Okay. You can see for the whole night, it just ranged. And if you look closely to this price action, what the market did at around this area, till this area, it was okay. Till this area, it was okay price action. till this area. But after this, I got this wick, which I don't like. So after this sort of wick, there is a high chance the market can go inside the range. And again, you can see the market wicked to the upside. It was clearly telling me that it has a selling pressure to the downside. Then it formed the bomb. So when I saw these sort of wicks, so I did not wanted to take the bomb. The first thing is that it has a single impulse. Second thing is that it has lots of selling pressure to the downside. And also now when I am getting this sort of selling pressure to the downside, the thing is that if let's suppose I take an entry somewhere at around this area and a single candle coming down like this, what is the chance that it will not continue down? Just ask yourself how much the like what is the probability of this candle to continuing to the downside. It has a very high probability because if you let's suppose take your entry at around this area and your stop loss is somewhere let's suppose 15 pips, so it's a very high probability to just tag you in and tag you out. So what I did, I just waited patiently. I wanted to see how the market come to my entry. So after this candle was showing some weakness to the downside also. This candle was showing some weakness to the downside. And this candle also, you can see weakness from the down. Okay, this candle. I did not place my entry because I thought that let's suppose a candle comes down and hit my entry like this. There is a very chance that it has selling pressure from the top. So there is a chance that it may tag me in and tag me out. So what I did not place my entry at around this area. When the market hit this level and then rejected from here, then I decided to place my entry at around 2 pips above it. And I also called my friend to just take this entry if the market comes down again, but not on this candle. Okay. Because this was the candle on which I wanted to make sure that whether the market continue its move to the down or it wants to continue its move to the upside. But unfortunately, after this candle, yes, Sibe, I am taking a challenge. So after this candle, the market did not came to my entry level. You can see it did not hit my entry level. So I was like, okay, if it does not, if the market is not giving me entry, then that's fine. I'm not in a hurry to just take the entry. No, if the market is not giving you entry, just let it be. I just let it run. If it wants to continue without me, then that's fine. But I will not compromise with my rules. Okay. I waited patiently. I saw how the market react to my entry level. I saw that it reacted well. So I placed my entry, but the next candle did not tag me in. So I just let it go. And that was my good decision because after some time, if I would be in this trade, it would have tagged me out. So here I saved my 1% just by following my plan. And you can also see in my NT5, I have not taken any trade or let me just show you all history. So you can see on orders and deal, I have also not I had placed a Euro USD trade today. Today is date, you can see on 5th July, sorry, 5th April, I placed a trade on Euro USD. Okay, and I just cancelled it because as it did not tag me in. So, and you can see I have placed a lot of sell limit, but if it did not fit my plan or somehow if it does not tag me in, then I don't want it to be, then I don't want to take the entry. That's fine. And this sort of patience level you need to have this sort of patience level to just pass any challenge or to excel in forex trading. So you can I had bought this account on 24th of March and today is like 22nd of March and today is I would say today is uh, 5th of April, and I have taken only 3 trades. Okay. Because the market was not like that. I can just take lots of entries. You know, market was not giving me any good opportunity. So that's it for uh, Euro USD. Now Euro USD is in between high and low. Let's move to AUD USD. AUD USD. Tell you the truth, many people wanted to take the entry at around this area, but for me, it was not very aggressive. Like it was not very impulsive candle to take the trade. Although the market fell from here, and if let's suppose I place my entry, it would have not tagged me in. But the thing is that I also did not wanted to take this entry. Okay, the reason is simple. If you look at the height of this candle, the height of previous candle, the height of this candle, it's all these candles were similar. Okay, all these candles were similar. Even these candles are much bigger than these candles. So it was clearly telling me that the market has not that sort of a strength. It can easily, and if you look at the previous price action closely, it's descending, ascending, and the height of the candle was also not that good. So these all things were making the market is like there was a high chance that it can go inside the range or give us some sort of deeper retracement. Okay, and this is the reason why I just if you can uh, yes, yes, only a small challenge, small challenge. So this is the reason why you can see on my orders and deal I have not placed any uh, AUD USD trade today. Okay, this trade was on 4th of March. So I have not taken any AUD. I have not placed even any AUD USD entry because if I'm not sure about entry, I don't want to place the entry. And then the market from here fell down, fell, but the chances for the market to go inside the range was high, much higher than to fall. But it is just the chance of probability it fall. You should always like believe in your strategy or in your rules, whatever you have your rules. So I'm very proud that I did not place it. Eventually, it would have not tagged me in. But the thing is that whether I should, I whether if let's suppose I have placed that entry, then that's for me like not a good thing. If I have not placed the entry, then that's perfect. So here, what the market did, you can see here the market break the low, retrace, and then break the high. And if I see the height of this candle, it was not very good. It was not like a trend changing candle for me. Just like if you look at all these candle height of all these candles to this candle, they are almost similar. So here I did not wanted to take any sort of trade. Again, the next candle was just a wiki candle formed a wick. So I just did not wanted to take any sort of entry, and now we have a lot wick at the top and wick at the bottom. So this is not a good area to take any trade. So we will be waiting patiently. In EJ, let's see we had some opportunity or not. In EJ, I would say that here it breaks the low for once. Just show you. So when it was coming down heavily, it did not form any bomb setup. It was coming down, and you can see that I wanted to take the entry, but previous market condition was completely inside some sort of range. Okay, they break the low, but it just barely break the low. It was not that sort of trade. And if I tell you the entry, it was just at around this area. And if you see the stop loss is almost around this area. So usually if you have this sort of scenario, and previously you have let's suppose you have this sort of range bound market condition, so there is a high chance it will tag you out. So this is the reason why I did not wanted to place any entry. After this sort of week, I was like, okay, I don't wanted to be in the trade. It was a good decision to not take the entry. Then the market went up and break the high, but the break was just a wiki break. So I did not take any entry again, and the market was just ranging. You can see it's formed a V structure again, break the low, formed wick. So no entry again. Then when it breaks this low, so we had our inside bar at around this area. So I placed my alert at around this area, but I did not wanted to take the entry because I knew that if just reach at this level, it can just tag me in and tag me out. Did not wanted to take entry sort of market condition. And now we are in a situation that we can get a bomb. So let's see if I get a bomb. So we have a nice break. If you look at the overall price action, so overall we had some sort of ascending market condition, I would say. We had some sort of ascending market condition. Now we got a break of from this ascending market condition. You can even shrink it down. So now we have got a break of this ascending, and then we get a bomb. Then I would like to take the bomb again if I get a good bomb. But bomb is a little tricky, and this is the reason why Joshua always used to say that try to do the backtesting of bomb first, because bomb is tricky one. You have to look at lots of things. You have to look at the price action, the candles, the wicks, the impulse, all those sort of things. So let's wait for any bomb setup in AJ. Oh, sorry, EJ. Let's see how is what is going on. AJ, I think AJ will take our stop loss, but we cannot say anything. Let's wait and see what it does. If it does take my stop loss, then okay, that's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice 1% in this sort of trade because it was a very a high probability trade. So let's wait, because in these sort of scenarios, I don't want to close my entry just to save like 0.1% or 2%. If it hits my stop loss, then that's fine. I'm okay with 1% loss. But the entry was quite good. If you look at this entry closely, you can see that this is a perfect entry. Break the low, retrace, break the low, retrace, formed a wick. And if you see this candle, is almost bigger than all these candles, and it has almost no wicks. So it was a perfect book is like perfect book example. I don't need to just explain this entry because you all can see that why I took this entry. This was an inside bar, so this was my entry area. Okay, so just 2 pips above this entry, 2 pips above my above 2 pips above this inside bar. So I don't think there is any need to just explain this entry. And we had our grand entry where Ishan had made has made around 14%. Okay, so it was a perfect, uh, like a good entry, not a perfect one, but it was a good entry, I would say. Okay, it was a good entry. If you look at the price action, like from where we got a sell, so we got a sell at an a from an area from where we can see that we have seen in the past a big move like this. Okay, So if you get a big move in the past like this, so there is a high chance that if you get an entry, so there is a high chance that you may get that sort of big move again. And this is the reason why it just fell down like this. Because in the past also at the same area we had a nice move. Okay, let's talk about the trade. Okay, so the trade, I would say, uh, it was a okay trade, not a very high probability trade and not a very low probability trade, I would say. Okay. If let's suppose we had these impulse, so these impulse were quite okay. Here we saw some weakness because it has already engulfed two candles by just two candles, so it was like showing some weakness. Then formed some range. Okay, and then we saw that the market has just broken the high. Here we saw that the market has broken the high. So as the market broke the high, okay, and here we can say that it has all, this candle has also not broken the high, but it has almost like yes, it has also broken the high. So this candle has also broken the high. So what we were seeing at this area, the market were breaking the high, retracing, again broke the high, again retrace. So it was forming some sort of a small ascending, I would say. It was not visible, not visible on the eye level, but it was forming some sort of ascending, breaking the high, retracing, breaking the high, retracing again. Okay. So when the next candle formed, what it did, it went a little up, grabbed the liquidity which were present above this range. Okay, grabbed the liquidity from this area by this wick and just came down sharply. And the thing is that if you want to take this entry, then one thing you must come in your mind, and the thing is that the height of the candle. If you compare the all previous candles as the week started from here, if you compare the height of this candle, this black candle, to all these candles, it is bigger than all the previous candles. Okay, so if you had this sort of like this height of this sort of height. Okay, if you if a candle has this sort of height, and if you look at left and you see that we had some sort of move from this level. If I just stretch it a little back, then you can also see that we had a nice move from this level, twice we had nice move from this level. So there is a high chance that if you are getting a good candle, okay, which is almost like bigger than the previous all candles, so there is a high chance that if you get a nice entry, it may fall like this again, and if it falls like this again, you may have a good profit. So here, just tagged in and then just start falling down. And why I am not in this trade? Because because I was not trading AJ. You, if you watch my yesterday video, so no, I think I did not make any video yesterday. So if you look my day before yesterday video, I was not trading AJ and GU, but now I have added these two pairs again because I'm not getting that sort of trade. And what I have seen by like my trading, that I'm doing a lot of taking very high probability trades only. Okay, so I don't think that I will lose a big amount, like I lose a lot of trades. So this is the reason why I have just added GU and AJ. Let's suppose I am getting a lot of entries, then I would definitely try to remove or eliminate some entries so that I don't uh, caught in the losses also. And then you can see that here a bomb setup formed, but the thing is that I would not take this bomb. Why? Because see, it has just barely break the low, again break the low, again break the low, formed a wick. So after this sort of price action, where we have started losing momentum, and then we get a entry somewhere at around this area, there is a high chance that it will form a range like in between these areas from where the market has started losing its momentum. Okay. So for me, it would not be a good bomb. And you can see that the market has formed a range from this area from where earlier it got a close from here. And then from here, the market just start falling down sharply. And now at the bottom, why I took this trade, if you look at closely, you just break the low, retrace, and look the size of this candle. It has started slowing down. Try to continue its move to the downside, again weak. You can see how the market has started slowing down. It was clearly telling me that uh like the market has started slowing down. Okay. We have a clear intention. We can, by looking at the chart, we can clearly tell the intention of the market. It was completely slowing down. So it just when it broke, when we get this impulsive candle, which is almost bigger than all these candles, then we place our entry and we are just waiting to see whether it continued its move to the upside or not. So let's wait and see what it does. In 9 seconds, we are about to see the closing of this candle, and let's see of this candle. We have got a close. So let's wait and see what it does. Don't want to exit from it now. Wait for some more time. See what it does. NJ. So if I see the NJ, the trade of NJ, we had some weakness to the downside also in NJ. Okay, we had some weakness, but if you look at the NJ, it just ranging, it just forming some range. So you can see that the NJ is forming some range. Just broke the low, retrace, broke the low, retrace. And if I see the break of, see the break, like how is the break? Just barely break the high, not giving us any sort of nice momentum to the upside. So in this scenario, I don't want to take entry. AJ is, I think, I'm quite heavy and is about to hit our stop loss. It is about to hit our stop loss. Anytime it will just, that's okay. Sometimes it does happen. We had took the trade. The trade was quite good, but it could not sustain. But that's okay. Let's move to next pair. Is NJ. So NJ was quite range bound. Okay, so here it just barely break this high. I did not wanted to take any entry at around this area. Okay. So AJ was a perfect candidate, not the NJ. So I took the trade in AJ. Okay. GU, you can see GU is completely inside the range. When the market broke this, low, the market just at this area, when the market just barely break the high, here it just barely break the high, retrace. It barely broke the low, retrace. So it was forming some sort of range bound market condition. And then it break the low, forming some sort of wick at the bottom and also at wick at the top. So these are not the good scenario where we should take our entry. It is just inside the range. We will not be looking for any entry right now. Right now we are only looking for entry in AJ if we get EJ if we get a bomb. Okay. But also the bomb must be very good. It should not be a like a range bound or a wiki bomb. It must be a nice clean bomb. Okay. So I would like to take that bomb if I get a nice clean bomb, not a wiki one. The bomb is always a tricky entry. Always take the bomb if you are understanding the price action. If you are not understanding the price action, there is no need to take the bomb. Just leave that entry. If you are not understanding the price action. If you are understanding the price action, then that's okay. Then you may proceed to take the bomb. But if you are not understanding the price action, just leave that. There is no need to take every trade. There is lots of opportunity. And if there is no opportunity also, then also you don't need to take the trade which you don't understand. So now let's start doing our back testing. So here the market break the low, but the break was just a break. Now we are seeing some sort of weakness to the downside. Every candle has broken the low. But let's suppose if I get a bomb, I would definitely not take the bomb by looking at how the candle has started losing its momentum. It's completely retracing the upside. And if I see the height of the candles, so I can say that the market has volatility and it has pressure to the downside also, and it has some high good pressure to the upside also. So there is a high chance that it may go inside the range. Just fell down, formed a wick. formed a bomb at around this area, but after this sort of wick, we generally don't take any bomb. And if you look at the impulse, it just barely break the low and see some pause at this price at this price point. Then it came down and formed a wick. You can see there is some weakness in this impulse. So there is a high chance that it can give us a deeper retracement. Has broken the high. We have our entry at around this area. So now we are getting some nice impulse to the upside also. If you look at the size of these candles, you can see with each candle the size is increasing. So if we get a bomb, then I would like to take the bomb at this sort of price action. But fortunately, there was any. We have a nice impulse to the downside. If I get an entry somewhere around this area, I would like to take an entry. Small. I don't think the market will all the way. You can see that the market has started losing its momentum. So it's forming some sort of V structure. I don't want to do any entry, any bomb or bomb slash bullet entry in these sort of market conditions. Barely break the low. It's not giving me any sort of entry because if you look at the market condition from here to here, it's almost descending. Broke the low again. Again breaking the low, but I'm not getting any confident to take the pass, take the sell. Now, now here we saw that the market came down. Now it has just broken the high. But the thing is that we have a big wick at the top. The candle, the height of the candle is quite good. Everything is quite good. Let me check what is my stop loss. The stop loss is too small to take this trade. Let's suppose I take this entry. Stop loss is too small because a normal candle like this can also take us out. There is no need to. And there was also some wicks at the top. So usually, if you have some wick at the top, so there is a chance that if the market just give you a small pullback or a small range also, then it will take your stop loss. Your stop loss is too short in these sort of scenarios. Try to avoid the trade. Here I am getting a bomb, but I did not want to take the bomb because we have a wick, and if I see the impulse, these candles were not showing me any strength to the downside. Every time it's breaking the low, forming some wick, breaking the low, forming wick. If I look at the complete price action, it's completely ascending, not giving me any information. Right now, we are completely inside the range. Okay, we broke the range, but the thing is that we are completely inside the it formed the wick, so there's a chance that it will start forming some range again. We just broke the high, and we have our entry at around this area. The thing is that if our entry is that low, I don't want to take entry direct hit. And again, we have some wicks. I don't want to entry as action. We have entry at around this area. We can take an entry market, but it had some wick at the top. If let's suppose a single candle just from here comes down, don't want to take the entry. Okay, the market is slowing down, but again, come down. Nope. After this sort of retracement, I don't want to take that. So there is a chance that it continue its move to the downside. Because as we have some wicks at the top, also we have some wicks at the bottom. We had some descending channel. We had a V-shaped recovery. We had some range. It broke the range, but after the break, we had some wick. We got the range again. I wanted to take this entry when the market comes slowly at my entry level, but I saw that it's aggressively coming to my entry, so I don't want to see. Just broke the market to the downside. And if you look the market horizontally, so we have a horizontal range also. So you can also say that the market has just fall inside this range. Try to take any in this sort of range. Just take you in and tag you in and tag you out. It's forming complete forming some. Don't try to take any entry in this sort of market condition. What the market did, it just break the low, retrace, again break the low by the wick, retrace, again break the low. Here again we have some wicks, one entry. Broke the low, retrace, broke the high, retrace. We have a single candle, we have a wick at the bottom, so I don't want to pick. We are right now at the bottom of this range. Don't want to take any entry in this sort of win and tag. It broke the low, but the thing is that if the single candle just hit my entry, I don't want to take the entry because we are at the area of resistance. If a single candle just hit the level, I don't want the reason, because I knew that if we are at the bottom of the range and I try to take a sell, so my sell would is not form at inside the range, because in that case there is a chance that it may continue its price inside the range. It's not. We have some wick, but if we at the size of the candle, it's trying to continue its move, but the thing is that we have some wicks, then it break the high retrace, then break the low retrace. So good area to slowly coming down, but it's aggressive. Let's just wait. Oh, all the candles are black. Okay, it's not forming even a bullet. Let's just wait candle by candle, and then we would decide what the candle is. Black, white candle. It's not giving me confidence to take the entry. Because I would have taken this entry. So low, 50 chance. I did not want it. This, this sort of take this sort of entry here. This is just a similar entry in a EU. All these candles were black. Here we had some range, but that's entry in this sort of price action. If you are not able to understand the price action, there is no need to take the entry. If you are understanding the price action, take the entry. If you are not understanding, there is no. If I get uh, if I get a bomb setup, I would like to. We had some wick, but the thing is that this is a white candle rejection from the bottom. This black candle is also rejecting from the bottom. Let's see the what is here. It formed a bomb setup also, and I look at it closely. The market is trying to break this resistance area. Okay. Trying to there is a chance that it may continue its move to the upside also. So let's take this bomb. Stop loss 15 people stop loss. Let's see whether it continued its move or tagged us out. We had some wicks, but that's fine. We because earlier also, if you look at this thing, this was telling me that there is a chance that market may continue its move to the upside. This is the reason why I just try to take this, because average trade, it had some wick at the top, so it was an average trade. Still, I wanted to take that entry because it has the trend has already originated from inside the range. We are still in AJ, or we have exited from AJ. I think we are still in AJ, or is that oops, we are still in this trade. It just came down at my entry level, at my stop loss, and just by some pips, it did not tag us out. That's a good thing. Let's wait. So this is the reason we should always like believe on your strategy or like on your trade. Just by some tips, it just tagged out. We are still in this trade. Let's see whether it continued its move or not, or it just tagged us. Sometimes what happens, like if I'm not very sure to my my entry, like average entry, then in these scenarios I would like to just save my 0.2% or 0.3%. But if the trade is quite good, and just if let's suppose I take the entry and it is just like 1 hour, like 15-20 minutes, I don't want it to in a hurry to close the trade. Let's suppose I am getting this scenario in after 5 hours, after 6 hours, then I have like seen a lot of price action so that I can reach at a decision. But let's suppose I have taken an entry on this candle and I am very like uh, eager to close my entry at around this area to save 0.31. That is not a good decision. If I have, let's suppose I have spent like 3-4 hours at around this area, or 5 hours, and then the market is again coming down slowly, going up slowly, coming down, then I would like to close the entry. But normal case, just trust your analysis, trust your process. The worst case scenario, what can happen? It will just take our 1%. That's okay. We are with every trade we are willing to lose 1%. We are not sure that whether we will win or not, but the one thing that we have already fixed, that we are ready to willing to lose 1%. So don't attach to that 1%. Now here we are seeing some nice continuation, and this is a big indecision candle in my terms. Usually I don't take trades after this sort of indecision candle, and previously we are also in range. I wanted to take this entry. This is our perfect. Let's suppose we have taken this entry. Let's suppose we have placed our trade at around this area. It would have tagged us out. It would have tagged us out, and I have seen that you get this sort of it would have definitely tagged us as, because our pip above 2 pip will be somewhere at around this area. So it will, and you can see we have a 15 pip SL. So if you see this sort of big indecision candle and your stop loss is not that good, like your stop loss is not falling at below this level or at around this area, so there is a high chance it will give you this sort of candle will give you a deeper retracement and will take your stop loss. Okay. There is a very high chance. And now we are seeing some sort of nice move to the upside. So this is our perfect opportunity. Take the trade. Our stop loss is small, but this is our regular continuation bullet entry. Let's just take the trade. And let me just place my charger. I hope these videos making some sense to you guys, because after spending uh, 8 hours or 9 hours my day in my college and coming from my college and then making the videos or doing backtesting is quite difficult, but still I do these sort of things because I know that it does help. It does help a lot. So here it again broke the high But the thing is that if you look at every time it's breaking the high, it's retracing, breaking the high, forming weak, retracing, and now it has just barely broke the high. So in this scenario, we already know that the market has started losing its momentum. It's not showing any sort of nice move to the upside. Just wait. Don't just wait for more candle and see. If I would have taken this entry, it would have just tagged me out. If you take any entry, try to read the entire move. Don't just read this one candle. If you are very new, then you can just read just one candle, because it's a gradual process. You cannot just, if you are just started GT and you have just done 1 month of backtesting, and you will try to just read this price action, this candle price action. No, it will not happen. You will learn these things gradually. First you will start with this, reading this candle. You will make some checklist, then you will start reading like 2 3 candles. Then slowly you will, gradually you will learn this skill. Not right, not in your first or in your second month. It will take some time. But yeah, one thing I would like to tell you, that if you are new and if you do your back testing in just uh, 4 months of back testing in 2 hours, or in 1.5 hour, 4 months, 3 months of back testing, then slow yourself, slow down. Try to do 1 hour of like 1 month in at least 1 hour. Your clicking speed should not be more than that you can just finish your back testing in just less than in an hour. At least 1 month, 1 hour minimum. You can see that I have done a lot of back testing, but still it takes like more than 1 hour to just complete 1 month. Here it breaks the low. I am still hesitant to whether I should take the trade or not, because the previous market condition was ascending. Okay. And when it continued its move to the downside, if I look at all these candles, these were not like candle where I should place my entry. It's also started some sort of descending. And this is the candle which has a wick at the bottom also, and it has a wick at the top also. So just wait for one more candle. It was a good decision to not take an entry somewhere around this area, because previous candles were also not telling me that it will continue its move to the downside. Here we are seeing a lots of weakness to the top. If I get any bomb in this sort of market condition, I would like to avoid it until unless it's a very, we did not get any bomb. It broke the high again, but the break was just a wiki and it's clearly break the high, so no trade at all. It, so here it break the low, but it had a large wick at the bottom. So usually I don't like to take this sort of entry. Like, this is a entry, good entry, but the thing is that it has some wick at the bottom, so which I don't like. Just give me a second. I just barely broke the low again. But here, one thing we should look at, it has grabbed a liquidity above this area of this body. Let's suppose this is our range, or this is ascending. So it has grabbed this candle, this black candle has grabbed the liquidity. Height of the candle is quite good, but the thing is that we have not a good break. We have not no, we have not a good break. So we are not taking this trade. Just wait for one more candle. So this candle will fall down quite really, but the thing is that we have a large wick at the bottom, so we are not going to take any. Let's set up. Wait. Let me just check. Yep. So the thing is that it just break the low, retrace, went up, break the high, retrace. This is just a normal break to the low. But let's suppose if I get an entry, I would like to take the entry. Because it has no wick at the bottom, the height of the candle is also bigger than all these candles. It is quite good trade. If let's suppose I tagged, let's suppose it tagged us in, then if let's suppose this next candle just tagged us in, it is a complete white candle without any wick. So if let's suppose the next candle also formed like this, then it would definitely tag us out. Previous price action was also some sort of range bound, so I don't want to risk. To break the high, barely break the high. So we are seeing that the market is completely forming some sort of range. This is just a single impulse. Okay, I don't want to take any entry in this sort of market unless I see some confirmation. Again, just take the low. not giving us any sort of confirmation. Take any bullet. Just wait. So simple candle, no entry. So market was descending, but we could not get a nice impulse. After this, also the market has started forming some sort of ascending channel. Just break the low again. Candle is quite good, but our entry is at around this area, so I don't want to place any sudden entry. Let's wait for next candle. It's a wiki one. Let's move ahead. It's falling down, but losing its momentum. Started losing its momentum. Not a good area to take the bomb. See, sometimes if you take a bomb and it just fall down from here after this sort of price action, believe me, that is just a complete luck, sheer luck. Okay, because this that might be that might happen some because of some news or something else. Because after this sort of price action and this sort of recovery, if you get a bomb and take the bomb, that is like you want to lose 1%. So we have a nice everything is perfect till this. We have formed a bomb. Okay, we if we look at we had some wicks, then we formed some rings. Okay, and if I look at all these four candles, the height of these four candles are not looking very aggressive to the upside. Okay, these are white candle, but the height is not looking very aggressive. If you look at the height of these candles, it gradually started increasing. See, with every candle it was increasing, and here also it when it was coming down, it was decreasing, like a forming wick, lots of wick, one, two, three, four, four, 5 wicks. But here we had just one candle wick, and if I see that where we are in the price action, we have just broken this resistance area, seeing some sort of rejection. We have a nice impulsive candle, a retest. Now we are uh, now we are getting our entry. So what is the probability of for working this trade? For me, it's a good probability. So let's just take a chance. Because see, here I am placing my bomb entry. Why? Because I am understanding the price action, what the price action is doing. Okay, let's suppose if I am not understanding what the price action is doing, it is just a normal setup. Most probably, I would not take this trade, because a normal setup, if you are not understanding the price action, there is the stop loss is too short. But okay, we cannot do anything on it because we have our fix stop loss criteria. So we cannot do anything about it. Just place our 15 pip SL and let's see. Let's hope it just follows. It just hit our stop loss. So that's okay. It was a good trade. For me, it was a perfect trade. If we should have taken this entry at around this area, then that would be a nice bomb. But see, everything was perfect. The price action, the like label, everything was perfect. But as we place only like a small stop loss, then that's the reason. But anyway, I am happy with this trade because I just took the trade. It was for me, it was a nice trade. Oh, just break the low, barely break the low, formed a wick. So I don't like to take any entry. This sort of price action. Just break the low again. Just picked. Now here we have an area we can where we can take buying from from here we can take a buy, but the thing is that like how this candle is going up, it's not giving me a vibe that it will continue its move. It's telling me that it can go sideways, not giving me the this candle has some wicks. As it breaks the low, go down, then it's again forming some sort of big indecision. It's not giving me that sort of vibe that will continue its move to the upside. Let's see. Be a break even trade, not a winner, not a loser, but it would be a break even. That's okay. We don't want to take a break even trade. We want to take a winner. So that's it. I think we have taken 2 trades. Perfect. So the month was not that good. Okay. So we end up just taking 2 trades. Both were, this was a bomb slash bullet, I think. And this was a bomb entry. So these two, there were only 2 trades, but that's perfect. If in these sort of market condition, you are able to just lose 2%, then that's a good thing. Okay. Just at your back that you just lost 2%. This sort of market condition. Nice. So we have taken 0 winners, 2 losses, 0 winners, 2 losses. Let's see how much loss we did on round 1. I think it would be much bigger. July, we took like 4 losses. See, so here you can see that I lost 4 trades in July when I was doing round 1, and now I just lost like 2 trades only. This is improvement. Say. Perfect. Well, let's just see how is our AJ trade going. Is it still running or we have just still running? It's nice, nice. It's still running at around $5. It's $5. Dollars. It's $1. So okay. Bye bye. Happy trading.